So school might get pushed back to motherfucking August, nigga. Like,
That's stupid.
Really? Huh?
Really?
Yeah, because if it doesn't get any better, then it's getting pushed back.
It's not
If you ask me, I think this shit is just dumb and regardless, bro. I think this shit is dumb and regardless.
I mean, and they said they gonna restart the whole school year.
No, they're not.
Dog, cause it's starting in August.
They're not.
Nigga, yeah, that's what they
No,
said.
They're not.
It's,
No.
Maurice
nah,
won't go back to school.
I was saying, I ain't going back to school either, nigga.
I ain't going back to school for a whole year, bro.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's stupid.
I think this whole virus shit is dumb anyway.
I mean, it all started because a nigga ate a bat. Chinese nigga ate a bat, yo.
He ate a bat?
A bat.
I thought it was because some nigga fucked a chicken.
What the fuck?
It was actually a video of a nigga fucking a chicken.
I saw a video, it was a homeless nigga, he was ripping a cattle pork.
Oh my
But he like
god.
eating that shit, bro.
Oh,
That nigga look disgusting, bro.
He's vicious,
Like,
bro. He's vicious.
he was just ripping that shit. And that little nigga was screaming, I feel bad. And it all like it's like what we be talking about. Like nigga head, as soon as his head got ripped over, that shit just. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, bro, that's disgusting,
Got fucked
bro.
up.
And he was eating it raw?
Yeah,
That man ain't cooked that joint, bro. That's disgusting.
he was so hungry. He's a homeless nigga.
I mean, yeah, if you think about it, the homeless nniggas be the ones you gotta worry about.
Yeah, remember a couple years ago.
Thank you, man. Bless you. Bless you.
What the fuck, nigga? Like, yeah. Nigga. Put his ass in the headlock.
Just started going in.
You know what I'm saying?
Put the homeless man in the sewer. Alright.
Not like couple years ago. Oh shit. I mean, I don't think this is copyright. I don't know.
Shit.
Let's see if this was good. But
Why you staring at us like that?
I don't know.
You look like a demon, bro.
Hey, before we get back to the conversation, hey, what's good, 1K Clan? 1K Entertainment. You know what we doing, bro. You know how we rocking. This is gonna be a little podcast that I'm gonna drop on the thing. Before we get into anything, I wanna let y'all know we gonna have collaborations. We gonna have podcasts every now and then, of course. Gaming videos. What else we gonna have? Shit.
I mean, Maya said she wanna do vlogs.
Shit, we can do vlogs too. Just letting you know, just keep up to date with us, man. We gonna
But with the
come back
nigga-
with some skits too. I actually got some good skits in mind too, but we just gotta find the people to do it.
Ringer, let me stop.
Dirty ass shit. But now, but with all this shit around, it's gonna be indoor vlogs, nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to say like your daily life vlog. I sleep all day, so but I've been sleeping my vlogging and sleeping at the same time.
What's good, 1K fam? I just woke up.
I'm in the shower right now. I'm in the shower.
You know, I just gotta make some food at 7 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to head right back to sleep because I don't know what to do.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, we're gonna have motherfucking guests and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple friends that do YouTubes, and we gonna have them on top of once we get the equipment right. I'm sorry for this shit right here. You know, when the equipment come right, podcast gonna become a lot more. We probably want to do one more of these until the equipment come, but
Yeah.
we pretty much got this.
You already got the shit ordered?
Not yet. Because
So,
Amazon
like,
acting stupid.
Cause like I mean all
Because
this
of
shit.
coronavirus, nigga, nobody
Yeah.
wanna be working.
Nobody's.
I ain't trying to be delivering packages. Nigga call for you. Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Still him.
Beat his ass.
We gonna deliver his.
Yo,
Oh.
buy some hand sanitizer here.
Who the fuck is at the port?
What the fuck? Like you did this shit over. You was holding that shit in on purpose.
Bro, that nigga was waiting. He
know what I'm
said,
saying?
"Oh, you finally here with my package? I've been waiting for a week."
Can you sign here? Yeah.
It was like that one video. He said, "Do that again."
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, the old nigga.
He said, "What
was
I
just-
do? Do that again."
He was like, what the fuck, boy?
Okay.
I don't even know what this is.
I don't think this is. Hold on. Put on some Xan man. You know that who that is?
No.
Xanax?
No. Is your phone connected?
My phone is connected to this.
Damn.
Yeah, fucking idiot.
Video over.
When I was tired of the excuses, I got rid of my acne with Different Gel. Take the 90-day challenge.
I think we can. We'll get copyrighted.
So if you're tired
I think we can listen to a nigga without getting copyrighted.
Yeah.
He get a DMV fuck.
What?
He's a DMV fuck. Alright, so we back. Pretty much. So we got Ma Dukes
What's up?
and we got Timothy right here. Hey, he got a little channel going on. I think it's called what? Tim's World. Go ahead and go follow out on that. But today on the podcast, then we're just gonna be sitting here, you know, not really get to know us or nothing, but it's like you just get to see the side that not everybody else see. Pretty much.
Side.
The funny side. So you're funny.
The dumb
That's
side.
hell. That too. Could be. But nah, I had some questions asked from some of my friends. Damn. I had questions asked from some of my friends.
Got a sliver right there. From who? From who? Because I surely had no questions.
God, damn.
Snaggle too, bro.
But,
Snaggle, bro. It's like that movie we was talking about, the gallows.
Yeah, Keys, get to the questions.
Get to the question.
one thing I need to know: podcast doesn't always mean questions.
Didn't you just say you had?
I don't ripped it, bro.
Break the shit. Didn't you say you had questions from your
But
friends?
you did say I did say that. So yeah, friend asked me, what's the input on females nowadays and relationships? Like, what's your experiences with them?
It's true you want to do that, bro. Sure
I'm
you wanna
positive.
do that? Okay.
I'm like, I'm positive. I think we can have a civilized talk about.
I know.
I mean, but
you
like
know,
all the
there's-
backlash.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, what backlash can we really get? Because we can speak on the males too.
That's true.
Yeah,
But, you know, there's.
We can keep it equality.
It's still backlash. You know, people.
I mean, if we get backlash for it, we gonna get backlash for being truthful. That means that we did something good,
that's how people is, man. They just trying to start arguments. With
pretty much.
And
But look, it does not mean we have to argue back. So
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
gonna be a one-way argument.
You know,
It's just gonna, we just gonna look at it and laugh. That's all we gonna do.
Pretty much. I mean, if it's something that we said that's gonna bother you, of course bring it up. So therefore we can approach it next time or apologize for it. But my point is like some people gotta get off their chest, and some people don't speak a lot of stuff into light like we do. Like when we all come to definitely us three, we all literally sit down and have talks about anime and
another thing.
other things. Like they just come to our minds. We just sit there and we just have a chat about it. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, like I guess your question, the question I should be asking is like males or females. Since we gonna make it equality, make it
On what? Male and females on what?
In relationships.
yeah. What's your input on like how they act and
Man, I can't
Yeah.
You know, I
really.
got
Elaborate.
a whole total old school approach about this, right?
yeah? That's why y'all like it's good to have your comments.
There's more
And it's
views
good
on the
times.
Yeah.
situation.
Pretty much.
It's good
We
to
all been through shit, but it's good to have everybody's what's that?
Point of view.
Yeah, it's great because then everybody can get like we come into like a agreement somewhere,
Yeah.
even if we all split up. So yeah, I mean, whoever wants to start it off,
I think we should go with the old school approach, Mom.
yeah, we'll see how yours is because you know, I feel as if old school, it was more simpler. I feel as
It's
if
not so much as simpler. We just had different values and different methodologies of dealing with things. Like old school, when me and my girls go to the club, hey, we came together, we leave together. You're not walking off with no random dude. None of that. Y'all want to hook up later on, that's your business. But if we came in here together, we leaving together. Like, no man left behind, so to speak. Then, back in my day growing up, it was you had to worry about the boys, you know what I'm saying? Trying to outdo get the girls and get in their pants or whatever. But nowadays, I'm noticing that you need to watch your sons from some of these dang on women. Because these women, it's like they being taught at a young age to
Go for money.
go. That it's all about money. Like, oh, do it look like he's gonna be a good provider? Oh, okay, that's who I want a baby by. Let me lock him in now. Like, wow, the times have changed. There's no loyalty anymore. Like, hey, if my homegirl talk to a dude, there's no way in hell he'll be able to come up to me and try to talk to me and think that he about to get that off. That's just not gonna happen. But nowadays, like, ain't no loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Men going behind men, women going behind women, and nobody gives a hoot nanny or care about, hey, that was my friend, and my friend really had, serious feelings about this dude, and I'm just gonna go ahead and mess with him and sleep with him. Like, that's just unwritten girl code. Like, that's something you don't do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going on nowadays. So I'm at a total loss. Like, I can only tell you how we used to do it. And the things that's going on today, there's no way in the world that's what it would have been going on back in my day.
that's why I kind of say, like, back then I feel like times of dating was kind of simpler. That's why I say simple.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go on a date with a girl, you pretty much going on that date to build something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nowadays, you go on a date, you don't
you're
really,
just trying to-
I'm about to say, you're not naturally trying to go on a date to build with
That's
somebody.
not for everybody.
it's
Of course, it's not for
depends on
everybody,
the
but it's like
person.
in this
Yeah,
generation.
the person.
It's just how
When you hear
people
more
are
about
just
a date, you hear more about the date. The first date. Like, we're all grown ups, of course, but at the end of the day, the first date was supposed to be, okay, let me get to know you type shit. Instead of now, we take dating as, okay, so I'm gonna take her on a date, and then after that, I'm in her pants.
In her pants, or how much money did he spend on you?
Yeah, like that. Like, nowadays, it's like you can't take a girl just to a movie. The movies is, they can. I was talking to my friends about this on the game. Like, they kind of got sharp to the game. You can't take them to the movies and expect, okay, after this movie, we gonna hit my car. They want to they want to go out to eat. They want to take them bowling or something. You feel me? Like, think outside the box. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying so you can get in the box, but think outside the box so then you don't feel like you're one of these lame niggas. That's why I like to explain a lot.
I don't even think that would help y'all nowadays, because the way these females are being brought up, like, if you ain't out here spending your whole dang on check, your rent money, gas money, electric bill money, if you ain't willing to spend all that you make, these girls, they're not interested. They're not looking for somebody who's trying to go somewhere. They're looking for who got the dollars now and how can I be down. Like,
and see, like, elaborate on that. I don't think every girl's like that. Right?
Yeah, no.
no, not every
I just
girl,
think
but,
that is like one of the not main reasons. That's the main conception that every female has. If a nigga doesn't have money, he doesn't deserve me. I saw a post by 21 Savage, I think. He said, I know a couple of rich men that can make a broke bitch happy but I know a lot of rich women that won't pay a broke nigga no mind. That is real shit. Because if you think about people like Rihanna, she's not going out here. Rihanna is single for a reason. If you're not on Rihanna level, you're not talking to Rihanna. But that may be her personality. But if you got somebody like Annalie Chopper, he'll make a stripper bitch one of the happiest bitches in the world. Joe Budden was speaking on this. I watched this podcast. He literally said the same thing. He talked to, like, he met this one girl on the street. He don't even know her. She working 9 to 5. And he just, you feel me? Like, he every now and then he just fucks her. Like, I mean, to me, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like relationships nowadays don't work because it's never like a verge.
A connection.
It could be a connection, but it's never something
You're
they
not
both
working
come.
toward the same goal.
Yeah, y'all both are like trying to. One way, someone's trying to control. Someone's being controlling or some way, or in another way, you're not just meeting the expectations of someone else. That's why relationships nowadays probably they don't seem like they work to me. Like, I'm single because actions in my past, like high school, of course, 9th grade, 10th grade year. No, I can't even say I'm single because of that. I'm single because the person I am. I'm a very. I want someone I can actually build with. I don't like that. Just we fucking. That's it. Cause me, I may not look like it, but shit, nigga, I want to be loved.
I mean, that's for everybody.
Yeah, everybody want to be loved.
I don't think everyone.
But that's the thing. Everybody don't.
Yeah, like
But
everybody makes
it's okay.
everyone makes the
Go around.
conception that they do,
Yeah.
but really all they want to do is just like
Go around breaking hearts.
yeah, like just
And then the other people who don't do that gotta pay for what the other person just did.
yeah, and that's another thing that I don't like.
But see, that's the thing. When this generation is like, okay, I'm out of this relationship, hop into this relationship. Okay, I'm out of this relationship. You have to take time in between each relationship
Yeah.
in order to heal.
And recovering.
Because if you're with this person, and say you're with this person for
3 years.
3, 4, 5 years, you develop some type of routine with that person. Y'all gotten to know each other. So, you know, when they step outside the box, they cheat, or, you know what, they just, I don't want to be with you no more, this is not working, or they found somebody else, whatever the case may be. You know, that left a hole. So what you need to do is take that time in between relationships to say, okay, who am I? Don't lose yourself. This is male or female. It doesn't matter. Because women can do men wrong just as well as men can do women wrong. It goes both ways. It's not a one-sided thing. It's not all men are dogs or all women are bitches. It's not. That's not what it is. Both sides do each other wrong. But the thing is, if you don't take the time to heal yourself afterwards, then you run into a situation where hurt people hurt people. If you sitting there bleeding, you gonna cause somebody else to start bleeding because you're doing nothing but hurting them. Take the time out in between each relationship to heal. When you out here and they say, oh, the respectable time from the time you get a divorce until the time you should start dating again is a year. That's the respectable time. That does not mean that has to be your time frame. But you need time frame to say, okay, I'm back in a healthy space and I won't make the next person pay for what the previous person did or the previous 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20 people did. It's not that person's fault. When you come into a relationship, it has to be, okay, this person hasn't done anything to me, so they have a certain level of trust coming in the door. And if they break the trust, hey, you have the option to say, okay, can we work through this? Or you know what, I'm done, and walk away. People don't do that. It's, oh, I want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be alone. So they're constantly jumping into relationships back to back to back to back to back and not taking the time to heal themselves personally. and then they wonder why. Oh, why is my relationship not working? Oh, well, all men must be dogs, or all women must be bitches and hoes. Because hey, every time I get in a relationship, no. Sometimes if things ain't going right, and it every person that you tried to be with it ain't working out, well, it's time to look at the man in the mirror, because it might not be the other person being a problem. It might be you.
That is the truth. And I think that's what people fail to realize. They're the reason, like, people don't like taking
Fault.
responsibility for themselves. It's always someone else's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I
'Cause
think
it's
that's a human
easier-
thing.
It's
It is.
easier to point out what somebody else is doing wrong. Like when you're on the outside looking in, you can see everything. Like, oh my God, are you seriously putting up with that? Are you serious? But when it's you going through it and you're actually in the situation, you got blinders on, because you can't see past what you and this person got going on. That's how people stay in a lot of unhealthy relationships, because you're in it. So when your friends and this person is coming over here and saying, hey, I see blah 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 blah, people get defensive. And oh no, that's not what it is. Not to say that you don't have people out here hating, trying to ruin your relationship. You just got to make sure that the people that you're talking to and that you're entrusting with your relationship really have your best interest in heart. Because if you have a real true friend that's saying, hey, I'm noticing that he's talking to you all kind of crazy, and that's not good. Or, man, I see she's trying to just like control you, man. Like everything you do, like she going through your phone. She want to know where you at, who you with, what time you come. When you see something like that, when you're in a relationship, it's, oh, they care. But on the outside looking in, somebody like, oh, what's really going on here? Like, that's not healthy.
For a counter argument towards that, I think back then it was probably easier for the friends to be helpful. But nowadays you can't be helpful and expect that your friend is telling the truth. And of course, if it's someone that you actually really trust, that's great. But nowadays, it's like, I've learned from experience. I've seen, like, my girl, she listened to one of her friends. And her friend told her the wrong shit. Supposedly, it's like, I'm not gonna say names, of course, but supposedly he came up, I guess he was mad or something like that, that I was dating Shorty or something, who knows. But he told her that I was dating another Shorty at my school. Cause she went to Hilton at the time. And like I told her, yeah. And like I told her, I'm like, me and Shorty was dating a year ago. Why would I waste my time dating you for 10 months or however long we dated and just go back to her? At the time, me and her was beefing anyway. I'm not gonna go back to someone like that. So, like, she believed that we broke up and everything, but the point of the story is, it's like, anyone can do it. Like, you feel me? Anyone can really fuck up anything.
Yeah.
That's why I say it has to be somebody that you know truly has your best interest at heart. If it's not somebody that you really believe got your best interest at heart, then no, you follow your own gut instinct and do what you gotta do. Because people gon' hate.
Yeah.
It's the nature of the beast. People gon' hate.
And shout out to Monty, Caleb, Pat, Jared, Marcus, Tay, all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Tone. I mean, high school relationships with me was, like, rough, but they made it easier for me. Because, like, I may not have been in a relationship with a girl, but they always came to me if they needed help. They always helped me when I was down in the dirt and needed help. I appreciate that.
I mean, but that's what's to be expected from your well, not even your close friends, because then you got your brothers. That's basically what it is. You gotta have people that got your back. Those people become
basically your brothers, like
Yeah, that's
basically
your
family,
family right
someone
there.
that you call family.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamia, I ain't forget about you or Chantel, none of them. But through high school, those are the people that I gave a shout out to. Like, it's just they made my high school year a lot easier. Times when I honestly wanted to drop out at one point because thought I was gonna be a dumbass. But shit, I love to go to school. I went to school because I like being around them.
Yeah, that's really what.
High school had
That's really
it had
what
depression
school.
time. I had depression time too.
Mhm.
It's
Everybody got depression.
Yeah, I had a time where I was like, fuck it, man. Like, I can't get my grades up. I can't do what I want. I mean, I seem like the bad kid. So it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna run away type shit. But thanks to Damani and Caleb, I sat there, they had to talk with me, and it helped me through. Of course, I'm still going through some shit because of my past, but I can go through every day thinking to myself, I'm a better person because of it.
Yeah, but close friends, people
They make
that you
They
can
make a
trust,
difference.
yeah.
They make a difference in your life.
Mhm.
Make a big difference.
You just gotta look out for those right people, because some people show a side to you that they don't show to anybody else. Those are people that they trust you.
Yeah.
So, y'all got the only people you can make friends with like that would be like people that share the same ideals with you. Yeah, people that y'all agree with stuff. Like, y'all don't really argue. Y'all just close, though. You hang out with them more, and you feel like you can be yourself. That's really all that is.
Mhm.
People just, I don't know. Some people just be ignorant to it. Like, the people that they think is their friend is not their friend. They just using you in some
And I
sort of way.
think that's another thing. Like, as someone that's like a close friend, when you see shit, me especially, because I'm a very honest person. Like, I like to give it to him 100. I want to tell you exactly what I'm seeing. Like
Not
back to
everybody
Mom's
can handle
point.
that, though.
Like, to Mom's point. Like, if I see that your girl, is doing this and that, and let's make sure we get this across before I go into this point. All right.
I was the chair.
I'm about to say, boy.
Just because you my homeboy's girl and he introduced you to us, don't make us friends. Let's make sure we put that out. Because I've seen a lot of cases where I've seen on Twitter, Instagram, where the women was like, y'all men will sit and smile in our faces while your boy cheating our back. That's not my problem. I'm smiling in your face because I know who you are as a person. I know that you talk to my boy. Just because he my boy don't mean I know what he does on the side. I have a life. You feel me? Like, I do. Of course, you're gonna know some shit, but again, that is your boy. You can you tell him yourself. You tell him yourself. Like, hey, yo, you know what you should be doing. You shouldn't be doing. Like, you check your mans yourself. You don't tell him you don't tell his girl. I had a close friend that did that. I checked him. Whether if he kept doing it or not, that's not my problem. Because I know where I stand and our friendship, and I know that Shorty, I don't know her much. I can't, that's not my to me, if you're in a relationship with somebody, it's two people in a relationship. Right? There's not everyone else and then her. There's you and her and then everyone else. Or it's two versus the world. That's how I see it. So I shouldn't, if you're questioning my mans, or say you're questioning your nigga, and then you're asking his friends, and I'm like, me personally, I'm not doing that. I can't tell you shit, and I won't tell you shit.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
It's not me
Because
being mean or
it's
nothing.
the same way on the other side for girls. If my homegirl is doing something, I might know you. I might be cool with you. Cool. But I'm not about to tell you what she doing.
Exactly.
That's for me to check her. Hey, as your friend, you know you should. You know what I'm saying? You got a good dude. You know what I'm saying? From what we see, that's a good dude. Like, why you doing him like that? You shouldn't be doing that. After that, I'm done with it. I don't have nothing else to do with it. It's not for me to go run and tell because that's messy. And when you get involved in stuff like that and you running to go tell, oh, your girl out here cheating or your nigga out here cheating, when you run and do all that, then it kind of makes you look suspicious because now it's like, what was your motivation behind going to do that? Mm-hmm. You want my girl? You want my nigga? Why you do that? So, you know what I'm saying? Just because you know the friends, don't mean the friends don't owe you the loyalty. They owe the loyalty to their friend, not to you. And people, they get that mistaken all the time.
All the time.
All the time. It's not about what his friends see him doing. His friends don't gotta come and tell you anything. His friends, outside of him being present, shouldn't really even be associating with you.
Not at all.
Unless y'all were friends before you got into a relationship with that person. Mm-hmm. But if you didn't know them people, or you didn't know his friends before you got with him, if your man ain't present, there's no reason for y'all to be talking.
At all. Mm-hmm. And that's how I see it.
If your girl, if you didn't know them girls before you and there's no reason for you to be talking to her girls. Because that's planting a seed of suspicion. It plants a seed of suspicion to go both ways. Her, why are you talking to him? Him, why are you talking to her? Then when you got the other person on the other side, the actual friend, why is you talking to my nigga? Why are you talking to my girl? Mm-hmm. Is y'all too creeping? So now you got suspicion on both ends. So here we go. The relationship just took a nosedive because both sides are suspicious of what's going on.
And that's true. Because I remember Caleb used to be talking to this one chick. And I knew her because I go to Maurice's track meets. You feel me? Like, of course I'm going to know you because you on the team with my brother. But it's like times like, and let's make sure we get this across. He never cheated, of course. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying this as an example. Like, she would ask me, like, what is Caleb doing? Like, what does he do? Blase, blase, blah. I don't know.
It's not my business to give out.
It's not. Mm-hmm. Like, what he does is what he does. I can't tell him, hey, yo, what you doing? Like, what you doing? Mm-hmm. Like, that's not at the end of the day, I had to live my life too. I have a life to live just like anybody else. What he does on his free time, his schedule, that's not up to me to give. Because I wouldn't want someone to tell anyone my business. So I'm not going to tell theirs. If it's not my problem, it's not my problem. I'm not going to do it. But that adds on to them, like I was saying, like, generation is just different. Mm-hmm. Like, big different. Like, relationships nowadays, I want one, but
same time,
it's like, damn, like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the one that I want. Like,
that's
like right now, it's a shorty that I want. Like, I ain't gonna cap. It's like probably like 1 to 2 shorties that I want. But me personally, I don't even like taking the time to go even like. Of course, I talked to one of them on the phone, but it's like I feel like she's wasting my time. I just have my issues with me is I'm quick to think someone's wasting my time. I get irritated quick, and it's a lot of other shit, but it's like I'm not finna put on
Yeah.
But it's like, me personally, bro, I don't know. Like, you gotta have the same energy as me. We gotta see eye to eye or something. Like, remember Shorty we seen at the movie theater? She one of the shorties I want. I've been wanting for a minute. A cool minute.
Mhm.
But it's like, I don't know. Because it's like, if I really want to go with this, what's the outcome? And I think that's another thing I think about the most. What's the outcome?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, overthinking stuff can get you in a serious trouble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can sit there. When you overthink, you just sit there contemplating, and then you think when you start to overthink, you know you're overthinking when you start to see the worst possibilities that can happen instead of what's on the brighter side of things and what could actually be going on. Because it throw off your whole equilibrium once you start to overthink. Like,
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's I don't think I overthink, but I think I underthink. If that makes sense. Like, I don't overthink about a situation. I always think less about it. Instead of just going in it with a happy mindset, I always think about it before. Like, damn. Like, all right. So, if I actually do this, what's her response?
Yeah.
And like, you know, all a woman can say is no, but it's like, damn.
That sounds more like a rejection issue.
Nah, I don't think it's that. Because I don't think I have a problem getting rejected. Because I can slide in your DM and you can say no, and I can be fine with it. It's just, I guess it's the more that you see now, exposing niggas when they just trying to, you know, get your number.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much that come into just me having contact with you than just anything. Like, a girl can be cute on Instagram, but to take the time to slide up on her takes a lot of pride, energy. Just because you don't know the outcome of these females nowadays. Nowadays, they'll sit there and they'll respond back with a thanks, but then slide and put you on Instagram and be like, oh, this thirsty ass nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's always something more involved. But
yeah, that is overthinking.
it's overthinking?
That's overthinking. Because you're looking at the negative side of it. Oh, if I slide and talk to Shorty, then, oh, you know what I'm saying? She might blast me on Instagram being a thirsty ass. It's overthinking.
I don't really think about that. That's not the part that I was thinking about. It's just the part of, is it going to work? Like, I don't mind getting rejected. That's
But the
my
thing
point.
is,
How's it
you're
going to
never
work? Like,
gonna
if it's
know
ever
it's
going
gonna
to
work
work.
until you try. If you don't give it a try, then, you know what I'm saying, how can you say, you know what I'm saying, if it was going to work or not? You know what I'm saying? You might be passing up your future wife. All because you sit up here like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work.
Second guess. That's what I'm looking for. I
Yeah,
second guess
for
myself.
yourself.
Like, I'll hype myself up to do it, and then be like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it. Like, I did that when we went to the movies, and she was right there for me to talk to. I could have easily said, hey, yo, like, we both know each other. We both on, you know, single and shit. Like, what's up? But I second guessed myself, went up there and act like a pussy.
I mean, now that you know that she works there.
Yeah, now I know that, you know, I can come with a more of an energy than just like, you know.
So like once everything clears up with this COVID,
Yeah, I can overcome what I want to do and do it. Yeah, so I mean,
so you got time.
I've always told you, don't second guess yourself.
always second guess myself. And I don't even be purposely, you just do it.
I got the opposite. I be overthinking myself. That's a problem between me and you, bro. We just got too much thoughts going through our head before we can decide on stuff.
I don't think it's like, like don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think it's
It's not bad.
It's just something that
Yeah, but
As a
overthinking
person,
will take
we-
you down a rabbit hole. And by the time you get down that rabbit hole, you just like, oh hell, it's not even worth it. Not knowing, you know what I'm saying, that could have been the best thing to happen to you.
And I think another thing is I always feel like somebody got something against me. I always got like they got like they you feel like I fucking always feel like something like up for me, bro.
People gonna have stuff against you for no reason.
Yeah.
Like I think like that's another thing. Like I say this all the time, like my childhood and shit, but like that's another strong thing. Like I always feel like someone is out there. Like it's always something that,
There.
yeah, like yeah, I feel like it's like me personally, I try to be the best boyfriend. I'm not gonna mind if you tell me what's up, what's up, or anything like that. But like that comes on top of me being agitated quick. Some other shit, but it's like, damn. Hey, I always feel as if, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's hard to explain. It's just a thing that I go through.
Yeah, be that way. Like, for me, it's more like, I'm not trying to be controlling. Like, I want you to have your freedom, but at the same time, I don't want you doing too much, because when you do too much, then it start making me question things. Like, it's like,
Like, I don't want to take away someone. Like, a woman should be able to do what she wants to do. Like, you want to go out with your friends, go out with your friends.
Yes, that's all. Cool.
You want to go to the movies, go to the movies. But I want communication has to be there, and I think that's when it fails to stop. It always stops there
Yeah.
because I'm be at work, and I'll let you know. Okay, I'm at work, but if I can't text you, I can't text you. You feel me? Of course, I'm gonna give you an update, like, hey, you know, I'm on break. What's up? How you been? Everything good? But if you like for instance, like a girl can sit there and she'll text you and she won't text you for like 6 hours, but get mad if you don't text back in 3 minutes.
It's just
I don't
the
understand
logic.
that. Yeah, I don't understand that.
It don't add up.
Like of course we all like communicate. Like that's what it comes down to, communication. Like if you talk to me and let me know like what's going on, we wouldn't have problems. I don't mind you if you we all get in that state of mind. It's a human thing where you don't want to talk, you don't want to text, you don't want to be on your phone. You may want to be on Instagram and post something, but you don't want to talk to anyone. That's understandable. Trust me, I want to do that shit sometimes, but communication has to be there so we can come to an understanding. And I don't think that you just avoiding me. That's my point. Like,
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
and I think that's where all relationships really they stop at. It's communication. Of course, you have these ain't shit ass niggas now, okay? Because I'm not gonna act like
That makes it
women.
worse.
I'm about to say I ain't gonna act like women just be fucking shit up. No,
Yeah,
we
it's-
do
it's-
have some dumbass niggas now, bro. Like,
it ain't everybody.
dumb.
But like, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
like I think it's a very few niggas in this world that are actually trying to live up to a men's expectation.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, it's like niggas is just either we fucking or we not. And I'm not trying to act like no simp, but that's real shit. Like I'm tired of seeing niggas ain't shit. I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
That's not all.
It's not all
You
niggas.
can't categorize.
Just because you can't,
categorize
just because.
everybody else.
And I'm not saying I don't want to like if you used to watch this. I don't want you to think that I'm talking about you specifically or anything because it's not all hood niggas. But just because you want a hood nigga that trap and you get cheated on, don't mean the nigga that works is gonna do the same to you.
Exactly.
My thing is like it's not all hood niggas, of course, because it is some low ass hood niggas. Because some niggas that will actually kill for you type shit. But you labeling a nigga ain't shit off of what you just had. You didn't even, his occupation is hood. So what did you expect?
him to be some hood nigga you imagined on Facebook. So that's another thing I come to not like about Instagram and shit. These couples on Instagram are really making it seem like
Everything's sugar.
everything is cookies and cream donuts.
Mhm.
Like it's real live like blasphemous. Like that's another word to think of. Cause for instance, you got De'Aaron and Ken, the best couple I know, but everybody wants to be like them. You can't be like someone else.
Exactly. Yes.
Everyone has their own flow of relationship. The reason why them two can come together is because they don't give a fuck about what anyone else says.
Mhm.
They've been telling Ken to propose to her for 3 years now. Ken finally proposed to her last year. Or this year, somewhere like that. Last year? Yeah, like, they don't give, of course they care about their fans, but they don't give a fuck about really what they say.
Mhm.
And that's what niggas gotta understand, like, a relationship is not everyone else. Like, why should I have to, like, post you every day to get my point across? I understand if you want me to post you every now and then, you know, because you want to feel special. That's understandable. I want you to feel special too. But why should I have to post you every day and, like, for you to feel like I love you or something?
Mhm.
I don't like that. What y'all think?
I mean, I don't even really know. I mean,
The thing is, that's you want everybody to see that you're in a relationship. You want everybody to see, and it's the thing is, the relationship is not you and everybody.
Mhm.
The relationship is you and that person. I'm in a relationship, and I ain't posted my relationship not once. I posted I was in a relationship. I'm pretty sure there's people out there dying to see who I'm in a relationship with, but it's none of their business.
Mhm.
Because it's between me and him.
Mhm.
I don't need him to get on there and to validate my place in his life. And that's pretty much what it boils down to. It's a validation. I need you to validate that I'm somebody important, I'm somebody special in your life. I know where I stand in the person's life. So I don't need the validation of, oh, you didn't post me today, or I'm not your women crush Wednesday, and you was my man crush Monday. I don't care about all that. Old school wise, we don't care. It is what it is. You know, I know who we are, and I know who we are to each other. When you post your relationship, when you're in a relationship and you want it to be a public relationship, you open a door for public opinion.
And if you're not strong enough, don't post it.
Mhm.
Because
That's pretty much
it's
what it
going
comes
to...
It's gonna be some backlash.
It's going to be backlash. Like, you're going to hear, you know, it's always somebody that wants your nigga and wants your girl.
Yeah.
And that's what it opens the door for. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You posting, oh, he did this, he did that.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he's
cheated
so
last
sweet.
weekend. He was doing this with Shorty.
And not
Yeah,
even so
People
much as
coming up with
that.
lies.
Oh, he's so sweet. He did this, he did that. He bought me this, he bought me that. He took me here, he did that. Now you got the next chick lurking and watching like, ooh, he do all that?
Mhm.
I wonder if I can get it. I wonder if I can take him. Now here it is. You got people who probably wouldn't have even been interested in your relationship, all in your relationship. Oh, she did that. She bought you that. She did that. Now here you go with all these dang on niggas checking for your female. All these dang on chicks checking for your nigga. Because you put it out there for everybody to see. This day and age lives in the public eye. Everything has to be on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Everything gotta be out there. Every move I make, it's gotta be out there. You gotta see, you gotta see, you gotta see. Okay. Don't be mad when somebody come checking.
That's true.
You put it out there.
parents.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I don't like putting my relationships out there. People always up in your business.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna post you at least on my Snap. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna at least post you a couple of
I
times
mean,
because I'm like, but if
there's
it's like an
nothing wrong with
everyday
that.
thing, I'm not doing that until marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage
I mean-
is like one of those things. Like, no matter what someone else says, y'all already committed to each other. There's nothing you can really overcome that. You feel me? Like,
I mean, even with marriage, I mean, things can happen, but at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with posting your relationship.
it's
But
the
the thing
accessories
is,
that come with
when
it.
you want to make it known every day, or I need to be posted every day, or I need people to know who I am, and you got a girl, and you got this, and you got that, and da 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 da. To me, that says that I don't have no trust and no faith in you. So it needs to be public information that, hey, you belong to you belong to me, or I belong to you. For what? You did all of that for what? At the end of the day, if somebody want to leave, they're gonna leave.
Can't force them to stay either.
No.
No amount of acting crazy. No amount of I'm a slash your car tires. I'm gonna do this.
I don't like that.
They ain't gonna do nothing but get you
A charge.
Yeah.
exactly. That's all it
Gonna get
is.
you in
You
jail.
got a charge coming.
Gonna sue you, get you in jail. Like, so,
Now you just messed up your career for what? Somebody who don't. And at the end of the day, you do all that, and they still don't come back to you. Then what?
You mess yourself up.
And to all those people out there, we're not saying that don't post. 'Cause it is people out there that, you know, that
No,
post their
but you
nigga
do
a
it
lot.
and
You
you
feel
do
me?
it.
Like, they just feel as if they need to do it. They post their nigga a lot. They don't care about being posted themselves, but they post their nigga a lot. Appreciation of them. But it's like, to me, I'm the type of person where I'm not going to post you as much as you think I'm going to post you. I'm going to post you as much as I need to post you. For me, it's like, I'm going to post you like 5 times a month, 3 times a month, depending on how I'm feeling. And at the moment, what anniversary, whatever it is, I'm posting. I'm not posting you on everything that can get a feedback from. You feel me? Like, that runs a big thing. It runs a big thing in relationship, feedback. If you can see other people trying to be like y'all, like, I think that's what I was saying, like, with De'Aaron King. They're not a feedback type of people, but the people that see them do that, they see them posting everything, they think it's so great that he does that. Like, he's so great. No, he does that because he's comfortable with her. He knows they're not gonna go back on Instagram and she's not gonna question him. They damn near live together, so they can't question each
they
other.
do look together.
Yeah. So, like, you feel me? It's the things you gotta think about that come into hand when you think about these famous people. Like, them niggas are together for a reason. They're famous for a reason. Not famous because they did shit like we do. We go to the movies. That's how they started off. But they're famous for something else.
Yeah.
They knew what came with it. And they capitalized on it. They knew that somebody else was going to be in the back talking, you know, it's going to be that girl that wants your nigga. It's going to be that nigga that wants your girl. But what you do with that is what makes y'all better at the end of the day. Because you don't need to give a fuck about what someone else says about your woman.
Yeah, and then people who be trying to replicate someone else's relationship, you just jacking your own relationship at the end. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But look, like, you just compromising your own relationship at the end, because, like, you just basing it off somebody else's relationship. That ain't really y'all. You gotta be yourself in your relationship.
You can't be proud of that either.
Yeah. If you can't be yourself in your relationship, it's not a relationship.
It's not. You're just a puppet.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just spinning all.
If I can't act myself around you and I know myself, then
Yeah,
what am I here
gotta
for?
be goofy like relationship is
Like you
close.
gotta have some type of common sense.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not the type of person like if I'm playing my game or something, and you come over and you like, okay, get off my game, get off the game. Give me a couple seconds.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw a couple jokes in there. I'm like, nah, you fat foot ass. And you feel like I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, and you can't get mad if you trying to
You can't
slash me up with a knife.
Look,
Like,
stab this nigga.
I was
Like-
saying, just for a simple joke, that don't make no sense. Yeah,
I mean, I'm not.
let's say.
Like you can't hustle and get man. You gotta like, joke with me. Like
Yeah.
I'm a very easygoing person. Like I'm understandable and all that shit. You talk to me, I'm good.
Mm.
We can joke around. If we can joke around, we didn't make love. Cause I like the joke. I don't like. There's barely any shit that I think about when I think about it for real. I don't really take a lot of shit seriously.
Nobody.
Yeah, no, like, I don't think any.
I
don't think any of us take it
Yeah, I think that's like it's not a bad thing, but it's like serious shit may need serious things, but sometimes you gotta have that person like, oh shit, like say right now, the world's in the fucking coronavirus thing.
Yeah, pandemic.
Pandemic. Nigga, we don't need to be sitting here all sad and shit.
I
out there making
mean,
money.
there's some people who gotta be worried, but then
Yeah.
everybody's over here in a state of panic. And then
Of
there's
course, the people that, but
there's
my thing is the people that have to be worried should be worried.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then there's the people that's over here panicking, acting like, oh, if I catch it from the person that's actually has to worry about it, I'm going to die too. Because if they worrying about it, then why shouldn't I? No, it's not like that. If you know you don't got no respiratory problems, you're fine. But the people who have respiratory problems and all that, those are the people.
Of
that
course,
should be
if
worried.
it's a serious moment, be serious.
Yeah, if it's serious.
But
yeah.
I'm just saying, like a lot of shit that is not serious for real, we don't take seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're sad, I feel like I'm not supposed to be sad with you. Cause if you ask me, if someone else is sad,
You're supposed to be cheering them up.
you're supposed to cheer them.
Careful on you.
Yeah, of course. You're supposed to make them feel wanted. You want them to feel like themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you want them to get some time alone, like that. But at the same time, you want them to feel great again.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be sitting there, No, like you shouldn't be crying with them. Give them a couple pep talks and then throw in a joke.
Yeah. That laughter the best medicine. Right? Yeah.
And trust me, it hits every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I'm feeling
always
down,
after that good
if
talk,
I'm feeling down,
one good
yeah,
joke, bro.
every time.
Every time. It's gonna
After a great, definitely after a serious talk that you like. For instance, like we just had like for right now, we having a serious talk and then we just throwing a joke.
Yeah. It's gonna make you up
it
like
makes
that,
you feel
bro.
great.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Because every time, like, you can be in the worst of moods, don't want to do nothing. Somebody just come out the cut, say one joke, make your day way better out of nowhere. You feel energized for that one joke. So, it was good to have that.
Apparently, your phone is still
you said a joke? Where?
Where my joke at? But those jokes are just great, They get you up. It could be like the stupidest joke. I guarantee you somebody gonna laugh at it.
I guarantee. And like I also want to say, YouTube, my fellow followers, I'm gonna post more. Sorry, I've been a lot. It's been a long time since I posted. I ain't even post yet, but shit, I'm gonna post more.
Nah, it probably is because we got another part too.
Yeah,
We did
this video's probably gonna be like
An hour or something long.
I don't know, but I'm probably gonna cut it down to about.
cut it, bro.
There's nothing you
Raw
should
and
cut it
uncut?
out.
Raw.
Say that then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just let everybody know.
We touched
You
on
gotta watch the podcast. Like
Behind the seat.
behind the vault. Get on a seat and watch the podcast.
I mean, you gonna grab your chips, grab your food, grab your drinks,
Grab it all.
Don't forget to take a
Sip,
big old
sip.
poop.
Go,
Make sure-
man. Just
make
wash
sure
it.
water
gotta go
splash
anywhere.
and stuff.
But yeah, I
Going
mean,
down the road, plug in them headphones.
just play out, man. 'cause,
Some days
hey,
you're gonna be
look,
joking, some days you're gonna be serious.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
So
what
what you gonna
be a
get?
little bit of both.
It's like
Just
my
like
mama
today,
used to
pretty
tell
much.
me, you never know what you're gonna get.
Good night.
you never know what you want to get, Jedi.
Let me tell you something, Jedi.
Something jumped up and bit me.
Jumped up, bit
Charlie
me
bit
in
my
the
finger.
buttocks.
Mama used to tell me how to make shrimp, Jedi.
Charlie bit my finger.
Yeah.
You said Charlie bit my finger.
But yeah, man.
You gonna be talking about Charlie till that rope go around your neck.
Okay.
This dude.
Bro.
And then you knew.
Fucking zipper. Fucking zipper.
Oh,
She said, bro, she said,
he said, what the?
she got yanked out the camera, bro. Nobody was around, too.
And
Nobody
that one
heard.
dude in the dark.
You talking about from
Help
Hunter?
me!
I'm saying, bro, the
talking
dude
about
that was
Not
climbing the
about
ladder,
Belarus.
bro. Bro, he said, Charlie.
Yeah, blasted old hung. I'm like, dang, bro.
Can't be playing with that, dude.
Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about?
I'm
I'll
mad.
be ending it. What's going on?
I'm mad.
I think y'all touched on everything about relationships.
Pretty much.
I mean,
So not everything, but that's enough for today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for everybody. I feel like they, we done spilled the tea. We done came out and said the sheet. You feel me?
You're.
You
and
heard
Jedi
me,
still watching. I see you, Jedi.
This
Oh.
dude.
I mean, you gonna be live sometimes too.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be live for sure. Like I want to do a live of us. I think we're gonna do a family game night.
Family game night
We
live.
just do that game. And watch how stupid
We about to
are.
play that game.
Graduation coming
Y'all
around.
gonna lose.
Oh.
You about to
Well,
wait,
this
can y'all
nigga's about to
follow
take this L real quick, so
Can y'all follow my
like-
TikTok? Follow my TikTok at Timothy Ferguson with 3 eyes.
and know what
don't
shit.
do TikTok.
Hey,
out
I'm
here.
gonna go ahead and put
TikTok out here.
Instagrams down low. Make sure y'all go ahead and watch this full video if y'all can, man. Thank you for the
Instagram,
yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, anything. Somewhere.
And my Snapchat.
Okay, what he
Nah,
said, like
do
shit, like
Instagram.
face
I'm
ass.
like, what you mean?
Nah, I
It's
don't
a
need
podcast.
everybody all up in my
It's not-
business, dog.
It's a podcast.
I know.
You signed up for it.
We got people sorting and shit.
But yeah, so
Ooh.
Share this
Face
with
ass.
everybody.
In case of his natural state.
Share this with everybody.
Okay.
Oh, man.
shit. Well, you heard
Up the gun jam.
Keys.
the gun jam.
Video in as soon as that happen.
Keys.
Camera,
Keys.
focus on
You
that.
just come up behind somebody, but it's going like an egg for folks. Like, oh.
Yabba dabba.
Yeah, but I do about.
Oh, hey, that's what we need to do. By yabba dabba, dude. Oh
I don't know about that. They were not showing on the resolution.
all right. He ain't gonna show up on a.
It's funny games when I paint you black, man.
But I feel like it's gonna be a day where we all got like have white paint on our bodies.
Howdy doody, today we're tuning in to the podcast.
We just got a white paint on our body. We just like, hello, nigga. Oh,
Oh my goodness, are you stupid, bro? Well, we gotta cut that out.
Trying to get his
That's
cut over here.
That's the only thing you gotta cut, bro. Cut. Nah, I mean just go ahead and bleep.
cut. Yeah, we'll bleep it. Like,
Everybody in the comments, I know what he said. He said,
I'm saying.
he said, me. This nigga out here, Porky Pig ass nigga.
Baba balloon.
That's all, folks.
Exactly.
Face ass. Peppa Pig dad.
Bugs Bunny
I'm
chewing on a
Daddy Pig.
carrot.
And what's up, Doc?
But you remember that episode, bro, when he had the shotgun that jumped like this?
Yeah.
It was like this. Rabbit cheating. Duck cheating. Rabbit cheating.
Duck
Duck
cheating.
cheating. And then the rabbit, the motherfucking gun was like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I can't shoot it.
You put a carrot in the barrel, everything, bro. Then you got Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner.
Excuse me.
Bugs Bunny was just the funniest nigga, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you
I'm mad how
burp
we
that
can't
out?
watch them niggas like that.
Down.
Can you burp that out?
Uh-uh.
I said burp, blur, blur. How you do it?
You straight. You fine. You
Great.
great. You gonna be good.
Like Caesar with a flat top.
Hmm?
Like Caesar with a flat top.
Okay.
Caesar? He's like this. Bro!
He said it reminded me of the thing.
Bro,
from
nigga
White
said I look
Chicks.
like Rod Wave, bro.
Me broke so many times.
Bro, like if you real if I had a haircut like y'all, bro, like no, like him, I'd be Rod Wave. That seriously, bro.
Keys, you know what that reminded me of? The scene from White Chicks where the dude said, "That's why your mama breast milk." And then they have to phone him like,
Hey, so Yabba Dabba. Oh, well, I say Yabba Dabba. Everybody like do. We just gonna hope the twos. All right, one. No, when I say Yabba Dabba, everybody do this. When I say Yabba Dabba do, everybody say do. We gonna do this. That's new shit, bro.